Welcome to another episode of Thought Ops. I'm one of your hosts. My name is Still Biz. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is my co-host, Still Biz. How y'all doing? I'm your host. I gotta come find a new tagline, but I'm EJ Briz. I ain't like my tagline from last season, last year.
Yeah, so we got a guest today.
We always have a guest, don't we?
Yeah, we've been having a lot of guests lately, but we got another guest here today, and he's gonna come and talk about acting. He's an entrepreneur. Also, you know, he's like in the hip hop world, so he's gonna come up. Crewbred Nuff Leonard.
That is.
If I'm not pronouncing correctly, you gotta, you know.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, I know it's Crewbred.
Crewbred Nuts and I.
Nuts alive. Yes.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, man. Nice to meet you.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah. Well, we did meet you before. We met you at the audition for Resentment. And, you know, we all follow each other on social media. We all see what everybody's doing. You know what I'm saying? We're just glad to have you here today, man.
Appreciate it.
You know, you're in the acting world, you're in the entrepreneur world, you're in the hip-hop world. You know what I'm saying? We had fiance on the show she was talking about.
Yeah.
We enjoyed her. Like, you know, good people. Great to have you here today, man. My week.
Hold on, before we start our week, I just want to let y'all know. Hear anything in the background? We are filming at the Extreme Compound, which is a gym, and they are filming Rocky 37 and a half.
Yeah.
So
It's kids boxing over there.
Kids boxing and everything, having fun.
But the kids are not really making that much noise. There's a grown man over there making a lot of noise.
So, it's a gym atmosphere, so you know, just
Yeah. So yeah.
How was your week?
Well, I had a death in the family. My aunt passed.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
She lives in the UK. It's crazy how it happened because she was in the hospital, and because she went to the hospital because she had a stomach ache, and they gave her the wrong medicine. And then after they gave her the wrong medicine, they tried to give her the right medicine, and her heart rate went up, and she passed. So condolences to myself, my mom, my parents. Rest of the family, her kids, her son J. Paul, her twin daughters, like condolences. It's just crazy. It just made me think when stuff like that happened, and just remember because I grew up with her, like we live in Jamaica, and I know her, like, you know, like from like now, you know, getting older. She comes to the United States sometimes. Just stuff like that was because a lot of stuff like that has been happening. A lot of people have passed. I had an aunt passed last year. I had an uncle pass the year before. A lot of people have been passing. I'm just starting to come to the realization that we're not here for long.
No.
We visited.
Right.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why it is so important that we treat each other well. Because I started in 2024, but if it's kind of like, if at this big age that I am, I'm not arguing with friends. About like having like continuous, you can have disagreements, but like continuous arguments with friends, I ain't doing that in 2024. Like you argue with me about 2025. I wasn't doing it in 2024. Arguing with friends about like stupid stuff, like, you know, like, oh, you did this back when we was in college, or like you ain't, you know, mine not they business. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I argue with friends. We here, the times that we spend together while we here is to make each other happy, be accountable for the mental health of each other. That's the most important thing. We be on the show arguing, but I ain't about to call this man arguing about nothing. Like, man, you know what I'm saying? If we have any disagreement about the show, it lasts about 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you make people's life harder, while we here, because we're not here for long, that ain't necessary. But a lot of times speaking of mental health, that has a lot to do with what type of mental health that person have going on too. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes other people's mental issues allow them to do things like that.
Yes, sir.
That type of person. How was your week, man?
My week was a week. I also had a death in the family. Let's leave it at that. But like you said, you just realize that, you know, you're not here for long, and I feel like, you know, we should extend people grace. Like you said, treat people properly. do the right thing, or try to do the right thing to people, because you don't ever know what people are going through, what they're dealing with, how their life is. So I just been doing a lot of focusing this week, not just on myself. I like to give myself props because I am glad that I am a genuine person. I don't have any ulterior motives when it comes to people, and when you see that type of stuff, it just really shows you how much people are out for self, and I just leave it at that. So, you know, just continue.
What you referring to? That sounds very familiar.
It's just a lot of selfish people.
That's how awkwardly familiar. Bro.
Yeah, it's a lot of selfish people, and I'm just glad that, you know, I surround myself with a lot of people that's genuine, a lot of people that aren't selfish, a lot of people I know that have my best interests. So I'm blessed to have that. So other than that, my week uneventful.
How was your week, man?
I'm still recuperating from the spring. I mean, that's how I missed it. Winter break with the kids, you know, we had a ball, and just not getting back into the groove as far as what I gotta do. You know what I'm saying? During that whole break, I just didn't do nothing really too much. Kick it with the kids and enjoy their gifts and stuff. But now it's back to grind mode. So and what I'm trying to do and accomplish.
That's good, man. Sometimes you need that break, though.
Yeah, sometimes you need that break because sometimes you got to get away from like reality because things like that, things happen and like life be real sometimes.
Yeah.
And sometimes the idea of like, you know, like when people be like, this annoys me, but everybody is different and we cannot actually make your reality somebody else's reality. You know what I'm saying? But you know what annoys me when I talk to people and they be like, I don't watch TV. Or they be like, I don't listen to music. I don't care. But because sometimes that's a gateway to get away from yourself.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. Like, I read books. You know what I'm saying? I read a lot too.
Yeah.
That's a gateway to get, speaking of books.
Yeah, and this is a gateway to the book that
gateway
you
to the book. So I'm reading The Message by Ta-Nehisi Coates, best-selling author of Between the World and Me. Now, I'm going to tell you, I probably am the biggest Ta-Nehisi Coates advocate and hater at the same time. Like, I'm a Ta-Nehisi Coates hater because I like the way he writes, but he overuses, like, I ain't gonna say he overused. He used a lot of complex sentences. I ain't gonna say he overused. So it'd be like one sentence be a half page sometimes, but it'd be really good and you get into it. Now this book is about talking about Palestine and Israel.
Okay.
So that's what it's talking about. He's talking about his visit over there and everything and he's talking a lot of stuff about like when he was in well, he's not talking a lot, but he's talking about basically what him becoming who he is. Because I thought he graduated from Howard. I didn't know he dropped out. But he's not a college graduate. He went to Howard University. He's talking about how we have a different idea of what's going on in Palestine and what's going on in Israel, and you don't really know about really what it is until you go over there, until you see it. So it's kind of crazy. It's a good book.
Yeah, you finished with it yet?
No, I'll be finished by Tuesday. Yeah, so I'm like on page 181. He's a great writer. But I did want to start off the year with like Percival Everett. I wanted to read a fictional book, but I'm like, the book didn't get there in time. I ordered the book.
To my James.
Yeah, how you know?
Because I'm audio ready.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't
so you
like
lazily read it.
Yeah, I did. And I didn't like it.
What, you didn't like it? But it's probably
That's just my opinion.
Okay, so I've read Telephone by him. I've read like 5 different books. We talked about all of them on the show.
Yeah.
I read like 5 different books by this guy, and he got like some really. I have never read a book by him that I could say I didn't like.
Yeah.
So
it just wasn't my cup of tea.
Okay.
I mean, it wasn't nothing. It had nothing to do with his writing. Just
Okay.
about the story.
Is it okay? So it's a fiction.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
I'm not gonna say.
yeah, I wanted to start reading a fiction. I didn't want to read something nonfiction when you're straight, but you know, like keep reading. Keep reading, because I'm gonna keep reading too and writing. Keep reading and writing. It's a great thing.
He's gonna keep reading right.
Yeah. So when we come back, we're gonna have your interview.
We're doing a feature topic.
We got one last feature topic, and then we're gonna do some entertainment topics too. Things that's going on in entertainment and like the real life around the world too. 'Cause it's like things been so real right now. You know, like the stuff that's going on
Yeah.
in California, stuff that's going on. It's snowing in different parts of the country. Like that, it don't never snow. Like people
Yeah,
send
y'all
me,
trying to leave Ohio, trying to leave
people
that snow.
sending me pictures. Like
Yeah.
I'm like, you here? Come
Yeah.
through. They're like, no. They're like, I'm in Dallas.
Yeah, get some of that snow, buddy.
Yeah, that snow is just, it's crazy. It's crazy. Okay. So we're going to come back in a second. First, we're going to do our feature topic, and we'll come right back.